morning? Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, December 8th at high noon. Welcome, Michael Cavicula. Welcome. Come on down. Lots of seats. Okay, thanks everybody for coming today. This is Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing. Any first-timers here at Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing? Any first-timers? Okay, welcome. Welcome. My name is Derek Marabine, CEO of Ingenix Digital Marketing, and we have these meetings every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. LA2M is a 501c3 nonprofit, which means that we're a charitable organization. And V. Davey is standing next to me here with a basket. The reason we have a basket is we consider ourselves old school, which means we pass the hat. So it's free to come to these programs. It's free. You can watch it online. You can come here, sit for free. If you want to have lunch, it's $10, and you can pay the men and women in black who are your servers. So your lunch includes a drink and your tip. You're welcome to tip extra. But we make our money by passing the basket. So D. Dave's going to pass the basket. We have a suggested $3 donation that goes to cover our expenses. We're a completely volunteer organization run by a handful of people who spend a lot of time to make sure that you have a good program every week with great speakers. Yes. So let's see, real quick. There's some business we need to discuss. One is next week is our LA2M holiday party. Yeah. Which is going to be very fun, very fun. It's December 15th. You need to buy tickets. So if you can please go to the LA2M.org website, buy a ticket. Nobody is making money on this. Well, Connors gets paid for the food, but all the money that we collect goes to Peace Neighborhood Center, which is kind of our charity of the semester, so to speak. So we're going to Peace Neighborhood Center. We already gave them $2,800 when we had the Mike Tirico event. So it's going to be a fun party. It's going to be next week at this time. And you're welcome to drink beer and wine, and it'll be cash bar. But Connors always does an incredible buffet, and there'll be the tall tables here and lots of people. And it's just really fun. Feel free to bring your kids even if you want. I brought my kids last year. It's fun. And you'll eat well, and we'll have some exciting things going on there. There won't be an official speaker next week, but please go on the LA2M site and buy your tickets. $15 for the big holiday party next Wednesday. The other thing is we do have a LinkedIn group and a Facebook page both for LA2M, so feel free to follow us on all LA2M properties. It's a good way to stay connected. Our LinkedIn group has over 1,000 members. Okay, so that's for all you newbies out there. All right, so the format of this meeting, we have a speaker who talks for approximately 30 minutes. We'll have 10 to 15 minutes of Q&A, and at 12:45 we do introductions. So in 15 minutes we pass the mic, go all the way around the room, and you get to say who you are and how we can help you. If you're looking for something. If you're looking for a good dog groomer, you can ask. If you're looking for new clients, you can ask. Right? It doesn't hurt. Just don't talk too long, because that bores everybody, and then people resent you. Okay. Right? That's true. Nobody wants to be resented. And we always finish here at 1. So, okay. So let me introduce our speaker today. Blum is he's German, and he's very talented at things related to the internet, such as search engine optimization, search engine marketing. I don't know why that's happening all of a sudden. We will figure this out. But he's really good. He's the director of search engine marketing at MS&amp Digital.
Walk this way.
It's because we have 2 mics on. Okay, I'm just gonna introduce him. Blum is gonna give a great talk, and let's give him a big round of applause, please.
Hello, thanks for attending. Like Derek said, I work at MS&amp Digital.
I'm gonna go just that.
Yeah. I've been there for about 10 years. First worked in media monitoring and reputation monitoring for large companies like Toyota and General Motors, and for the last 5 or 6 years I have worked in search engine marketing, both in pay-per-click campaigns and in organic search engine optimization, and anywhere from small businesses to large companies like General Motors. And today I'm going to talk about search and reputation. I'm also going to give some advice how to make your website more visible and how to increase your sales for your products and services, but then I also go into how search results could affect your reputation and how you could improve your reputation online if people search for you. So, at the beginning I put a quote by Wired magazine writer who said that Google is not a search engine, Google is a reputation management system. It's not entirely true, I mean it is a search engine, but it is also a reputation management system. Because 93% of consumers look for company product information through search, and 98% of journalists actually start their research by doing a Google search. And you probably do the same for many products and companies that you look up. So today I'm going to talk about search engine marketing, how to increase your organization's or your brand's online visibility for specific search phrases. And then I will also talk about search engine suppression, which is a relatively new field. And the goal of that is to defend an organization's or brand's online reputation against hostile search results. So in the beginning I'm going to talk a little bit about some basics, just to set a foundation. Many of you might already know these terms, but I think I'll just go through them really quick. So search engine marketing, SEM, consists of two components. There's search engine optimization, SEO, which improves the rankings of your website in the free search results. And then there's pay-per-click. Those are the Google ads on the side or on top, or the Facebook ads or ads on Bing and Yahoo, where you, as the name says, pay every time someone clicks on your ad. And you can also tie that to specific keyword phrases that people use to look for information, and then the ad comes up and you pay for it. And the goal for both is to get to the top of search results listings and really make your company, your website, your product visible to the public. That's true for both organic and paid. And once you're there at the top of the listing, you also want to make sure that search engine users actually click on the search result. So you want to have a nice appealing headline and a good description. Otherwise they might click on competing search results. And once you have users come to your site, you want to make sure that they actually do something on your site, that you actually convert them into doing whatever your goal is. Have them buy your product, have them contact you, have them download a white paper. So there needs to be a clearly defined goal, what you want to achieve with your website. So basically, you want to get to the top of search engine rankings, you want to make people click on your results, and then also convert them on your website. Should you do SEO or PPC? Usually the answer is both, because with PPC, the Google Ads, for example, you can reach an audience within minutes. If you start with a small campaign, you can really set it up in a short time and get your message out and get traffic to your website. But obviously you have to pay for it. And the cost goes anywhere from, I've seen it from like 15 cents per click to over $50 per click. For example, if you market business credit cards. SEO is more of a long-term strategy. So you invest a little bit of money in the beginning. For example, if you hire someone to optimize your website, but it will pay off in the long term because you will reach top results in the free search results, and then you don't have to pay for ads because people will find you organically. But with SEO, there's always a limit, depends on the size of your website. You can only optimize it for a certain number of keyword phrases. So you might want to supplement your SEO strategy with pay-per-clicks for additional keyword phrases, or if you want to target a specific market, for example, or a specific language. So usually they go hand in hand, and you can also use information from both. I've often noticed that you can test some keyword phrases in pay-per-click and see if there's actually search volume for that, if people are actually interested in that, if you convert them into buyers. So you can test your keyword phrases first on pay-per-click and then optimize your website for those keyword phrases, and in the long term have your website displayed in the free search results. And like I said here, investing in SEO will really save you money in the long term. You won't believe how often I run into clients who don't actually know what the purpose is of their website. They put it out there and it's there, and they don't really have clearly defined goal. So at the very beginning, you should know what you want to achieve at your website. For example, sales, requests for more information, newsletter subscriptions, white paper downloads, things like that. You really should know that. And then you need to think about how your potential clients or journalists or anyone interested in your products or services will actually look for your site. What keyword phrases are they going to use? So the keyword research is really the foundation of any SEM strategy, pay-per-click or organic. And if you haven't built a website yet, you should not name your website until you have done your keyword research. It's a good idea to actually include one or two keywords of your main target keyword phrase in your site name. So if you, let's say, have a landscaping business or a painting business in Ann Arbor, something like that, you might want to include painting and Ann Arbor in your domain name. It will really help in the long run to get ranked really high. Yeah, and like I said here, without proper keyword research, you might not as well not put up a website at all. I mean, what's the point? You might not get any traffic and you're not going to achieve anything. So, keyword research is important for both optimizing sites organically and for running pay-per-click campaigns. You can use the Google keyword tool. That's free. You can just type in keyword tool in the Google search field and it will come up. You can type in some keyword phrases that come to your mind, what you think people would use to find your site or your products, and it will list that keyword phrase and variations of it and display the average search volume per month. So you get an idea if people actually use the keyword phrase that you think they use, or if they use something else, something closely related. And sometimes it's just the difference between singular and plural of a certain noun, and there's a huge difference. And you should know that before you optimize your website or before you run pay-per-click ads. I have an example here of best practices, how to optimize a page. This company is selling wireless light switches. So what they did, they included the keyword phrase in the title tag. That content of the title tag is displayed in the upper browser bar. It is also the headline in Google and other search engines. They included the keyword phrase in the URL. So instead of having a URL that has like a product number or something like that, you actually want to have your keyword phrase in there. And that has become really important, especially in the last few months. I've seen huge differences in the rankings of sites that include keyword phrases in the URL and those sites that don't. Then you want to include the keyword phrase in the headline, in the text headline of your page, and also use it in the beginning of the description page. Then you will also use it in image file names. For example, you want to have an image in there that says wireless light switches JPEG. And then also the alt tag of the image. So the key is really to use the same keyword phrase that you have determined beforehand in the keyword tool that people actually use with high search volume, and put it in all these places. And then from the other pages on your site, you want to link to this page using the accept keyword phrase. This will tell Google and other search engines that this page is really about this item, this information, this product. For example, this site is ranked number 2 on Google for wireless light switches, and there's a search volume of tens of thousands. So it makes an enormous difference in their bottom line in sales. So, but you should also keep in mind what your competition is. So use the keyword tool, you determine some keyword phrases that you think apply to your products. But before you optimize your website, check out your competition. There might be some really strong sites that have thousands of links pointing to them, and they're really well established, and you might not actually have a chance to beat them. In that case, you could use a keyword phrase that has slightly lower search volume, but less competition, and optimize the site for that keyword phrase. And you could still have great sales. Like I said before, the number of incoming links is also very important. A free tool that you can quickly use is backlinkwatch.com. There are many other tools, but it will tell you how many links point to a specific domain. And let's say your own website has like 10 links pointing to your site, and then your competitor has 10,000 links. It's going to be an uphill battle because that every link counts as a vote, so to speak, and will tell Google that that site is very important. Then also the quality of the links, who's linking to that site, is also making a huge difference. It doesn't mean that you also need 10,000 links. If you get one link from a government website and 10 from an education website and a link from CNN and a link from WebMD, so from other important sites, those links could be worth hundreds of other links in comparison. So the quality of the links is extremely important. And for PPC, obviously you also want to just Google your keyword phrase and see how many ads are there. Sometimes in local businesses, there might be no competition. You would be surprised. And your cost per click would be 10, 15 cents. And so there's no reason to wait. You should just run a PPC campaign until your site shows up organically. And then with other things, there might be hundreds of competitors. You really pay $50 per click. So it really depends on the industry, depends on your market. But you obviously should check it out first. One thing I've noticed that you don't always have to be in the top position for your pay-per-click ad. If you put it in the third position, you still get an excellent number of clicks, and your cost per click is a lot lower than competing for the first place. I do that for all my clients. Always put the ad in the third place. So after you've selected your search phrases, you should build your site around it, if it's a new website. And if you have an existing website, you need to change your website and optimize it for those keyword phrases. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a little more difficult, it involves more changes. Ideally, you should include your main target phrase in your domain name. If you already have a site that's established, that's a little bit older, you can keep that site. Don't go with a new site. I mean, you could try that, but the age of a website is also a very important factor. So if you have, let's say, a local business in Ann Arbor and you have had a website for 10 years, that's good. Even if it doesn't have the keywords, Google will recognize that your site is established and has been around for a long time, it's trusted. You probably have a lot of links pointing to your site, so you can utilize that. Just optimize the site itself. Excellent content makes or breaks a site. Search engines and users really want good content. It's not enough to just have a site, have a headline, have an image, and nothing else. You want to provide a lot of free content that's useful for users, and that will make a huge difference in your site showing up in searches, even for random search phrases. And all of these little search phrases, they will add up to a lot of traffic. You want to follow SEO best practices, and I pointed it out before, so include the keyword phrase in the title tag and the page description. There's a big discussion in SEO. A lot of SEO professionals believe that the description has no influence on the search engine ranking. I disagree with that. I think it makes a difference. And it also makes a difference with click-through rate. If you have a good, concise description and there's a character limit, it's like a good ad. You should treat your title tag content and the description content as if you were writing an ad, like a compelling headline, a really good description, and actually maybe a call to action, like visit our site and find out more, something that really compels people to click on your search result. So I have an example here, and also a quick fix. If you don't have any budget or you don't have any time, and you can only fix one thing on your website, fix the title tag. Like I said before, in the page code, there's like the title tags, and you put in the information there that it's displayed in the upper browser bar, and that is also the headline in your search result. That could make all the difference, just changing that. I have a friend with this. She works at this landscaping company in Ann Arbor, and the site was listed on the second page of Google, and they were looking for better search results, and they said, and the original title tag was just the name of the website. It was jhollible.com. So I said, you need to put in landscaping in there, and you need to put in Ann Arbor, because that's how people Google it. Landscaping Ann Arbor. If they look for a service like that. And then your headline should also be a little bit more compelling. It shouldn't just say landscaping Ann Arbor. So I suggested to say quality landscaping in Ann Arbor. She made that change, and within weeks, the site was on the first page and moved up quickly, and has been the #1 search result for a couple of years now. There are other factors too, with local businesses, like your actual physical address makes a difference. The closer you are to the center of a town, it will help you to get ranked higher in the local search results. Also reviews, links. But like I said, the title tag would make a huge difference. And the #2 search results, they have a good title tag too. I mean, it's a good headline, but it will not get them to #1 because they don't have landscaping in Ann Arbor in their title tag. So it needs to be concise, less than 70 characters, and your keyword phrase should be pretty close to the beginning of the title tag. That makes a difference too. And like I said, that could be changed quickly, within minutes, if you know what you're doing. Links are also important. Incoming links, the more the better, and obviously the quality is important too. But also how you link within your website. You never want to use something like read more or click here. That's the worst thing you can do. You really want to use the keyword phrase of the page that's linked to in your link. Because that will tell Google and the other search engines what that site is actually, what that page is actually about. I have an example here. It's a snippet from a real estate website. Actually, it's a company that rents out apartments. It's a big national company. And they did a great job. They put this paragraph on the homepage, and they linked phrases like New York City apartments or Los Angeles apartments. And those are actually keyword phrases with the highest search volume. And by doing this, and linking from the home page, it really puts a lot more weight to those pages and helps them to get ranked really high in search engines. You should also be careful when you get incoming links. Don't try to get too many links too quickly. That's really suspicious to Google. They figure out that you're trying to optimize your site. So it should be slowly and consistently. It should look natural to the search engine. So don't go out and use one of those servers where you can buy like 1,000 backlinks for $20 or something like that. They're mostly useless anyway, worthless, and it looks super suspicious to Google, and you will be punished for it. So it's better to get a low number of quality links by contacting webmasters in your industry, in your field, linking from other websites that you own. And I get into that later. It's a good idea to actually have several web policy and link them, interlink them in a smart way. So once you have done all of this, you need to be patient, because if you optimize a website, you cannot expect any quick results. Google the speed has increased how they update the search results, but still, you cannot expect to see a big change in a week. It might take several weeks, or it might even take several months. And it is an ongoing process, because there are no set rules really what you can do. What I usually do, I make small changes, I wait a couple of weeks, see what happens, and make additional changes, and really see if that has any impact, and slowly move up that side. And you as a client, or if you do it yourself, you need to do that. It takes a long time. And you should also take notes on what you're doing. So if, for example, you make a change and your site actually falls in search results, you know what you did, and you can reverse that. Yeah, like I said, you should be aware of your keyword phrases, have a list of them, maybe an Excel spreadsheet. Take a snapshot where you stand in the search results at the moment, and then every 4 weeks maybe do searches for all of these terms again and measure how you improved, or how, maybe things did not improve. And another field it's a topic for a different talk, but you should also pay attention to conversion rate optimization. It's one thing to get all of that traffic to your website, but then you also need to convert as many people as you want to. We had a great talk, great presentation last week about testing, like using Google Optimizer, for example, to test different versions of your website to get the best results. And then, like Ross said, there are small changes that you can make that could make a huge difference. You might not even be aware, like just the color of your headline, or a wording, or a different image. I've noticed that the Facebook ads, for example, you use just same ad, just a different image, the click-through rate, it's a huge difference. So you always, whatever you do, websites, Google ads, Facebook ads, anything like that, you want to test different versions and see what works and what doesn't. And you might be surprised. Okay, now I'm going to get into a different field. It's more PR related. It's, let's say you have a problem with your company, an image problem. There's like a news story, that some kind of scandal, or anything, you name it. You could use pay-per-click to get your message out quickly, because journalists or the public might Google your company or the scandal, and you want to get your side of the story out there. And with SEO, that will take way too long to do it. But with pay-per-click, you could do it within minutes. And BP actually did it with the oil spill. So the top two top results, you can maybe not see it here, their ads, the pay-per-click ads. So BP put their ad right at the top. And then when you click on the ad, you will get their side of the story. So it's a good way to, like I said, to get your message out. So there are two I already talked about search engine optimization, so this to optimize your website for a specific high-volume search phrase or a variety of search phrases. To get more traffic to your site, to sell more, things like that. And then there's search engine suppression. This is to create and optimize enough separate web properties to populate the entire first page of Google for your company name, for your brand name, for your own personal name, and suppress any negative search results, like negative customer reviews, hostile websites. Quite often, dissatisfied customers, they have some beef with some product, and they put up a website or a blog and then complain about your company, your product, and if you don't pay attention to that site might be ranked number 2 or number 3, right after your company website, or even above it. And so people look for your product, your company, and they see that, and that information might turn them off. A controversial field is for-profit education. You might have read a lot of stories lately about that. Is it really worth the money? Is it too easy to get in there? Is it a rip-off? The Blum University, the competitor of the University of Phoenix, they have done an excellent job dominating search results with their web properties. You have to go to the third page, to the bottom of the third page on Google to find the first critical post about this company. And they did that by creating all like their own main websites and individual sites for all their campuses and for admissions and you name it. They have like 30 different websites and they're all ranked really high and they completely dominated the search results. And most search engine users don't even look on page 2. It's like 5 or 6% who go to page 2 and probably less than 1% who would go to page 3, or even a fraction of 1%. So what you need to do is create a variety of properties that you own and that you control. There's your main website, but instead of having a news section on your website, like most companies do, you might want to set up a different website under a different domain name that just deals with news about your company. So you could use it, or you should use the company name, and then, for example, companynews-news.com. Set up a blog, also under a different domain name. A company job site, a testimonial site, and then microsites for contests, lesson plans, anything you can think of. A good idea is also to use a different web hosting provider for each of those sites, because Google also recognizes the IP addresses of your sites, and if they all come from, let's say, GoDaddy or from the same hosting provider, that might be seen as suspicious. In addition to creating all your own web properties, you should use social media. Obviously, if you have a local business, you should really update your Google Places profile. That will help you in so many ways. You can use tags in there. Let's say you have a martial arts business, you put it in kickboxing, taekwondo there. Even if it's not in your title tag, your site will get ranked really high in the local search results for those tags. Makes a huge difference. A Facebook profile, if it's appropriate, automatically gets ranked really high because it's a trusted site, trusted by Google. A Twitter account, you probably get onto the first page right away with that. A LinkedIn profile for your company or for yourself. A YouTube channel if you have any videos. Flickr account, a Picasa account, something like that. Very effective is to optimize press releases, because if you use your company name in the headline and then in the text and include links to your sites, it will be picked up by many different services. You should publish it on prweb.com. It's $80 per press release, but it will be picked up by dozens of other sites and those sites will also get ranked high. I've seen that where you have 5 or 6 different blogs or websites like Yahoo News that pick up these press releases that make it onto the first page of Google and really suppress all like other negative postings about your company. So that it's very effective and it works quickly because any kind of news and news releases are valued by Google. This is just some extra information real quick, how to optimize videos for search. If you put it on YouTube, same thing, use your keyword phrase in the title of the video, or your company name, whatever you want to be found for. And then repeat that keyword phrase in the description, and also include a link to your website. And ideally include the link at the very beginning of the description so that users don't have to like click on the expand button. And also some additional information to optimize images for search. Images, they have been a little bit overrated as a traffic source for your website, but they can help you to get your actual site more optimized. You should include your keyword phrase for the specific page in the image file name and also the other tag. And then if you use images for navigation, an alt tag is a must because Google doesn't actually read the image, it reads the alt tag information. And just in general, make sure that your website is not too graphic heavy. Use actual text as headlines, not a graphic. Don't use too much Flash. You can use Flash as like a component, but don't make your entire website Flash. That's like the worst you can do. It will, I mean, you will not be able to compete with other sites if you do it. Additional tactics to suppress negative search results. You could publish an ebook. Put your keyword phrase or your company name in that ebook and then sell it on Amazon and Lulu, and Google will also pick up those listings. And then, like I said before, you could tag like photographs and name them with your company name because they might show up as search results at that. A warning, do not create a Wikipedia entry about your company. If you already have one, you should monitor it for inaccurate information and contact Wikipedia if that's the case. You should be able to prove that the information is inaccurate. But do not create. If you don't, be glad if you don't have a Wikipedia entry. Because it can be edited by anyone, and any negative information that's out there about you, it might be listed there, and if it's actually factual, it will stay there. And Wikipedia entries usually get ranked really high on Google, so it could impact your reputation in a negative way. So this is something I would not touch. So just some best practices in conclusion. For all the different sites that you create, use your company name or your brand name and the URLs and the domain names. Divide the content of one traditional website where you have news and jobs and all of that into separate websites. Link. Like I said before, the ranking is also influenced by how many incoming links you have. So once you create all these sites, quite often in the end you have like one hostile website left on the first page of Google. It's really hard to get rid of that site, and it will always happen. You need to think which of your web pages have the best chance to actually beat that search result and get ranked higher. You need to pick that and then link to that site from your other sites. Don't do like cross-linking. Don't link from one site to the other, and you have to kind of link in a circular motion and really give more weight to the important sites and then to promote them. So smart linking, very important. And then if you create like Twitter accounts and Facebook accounts, it's not enough to create them. You need to stay active on them. Like for a Twitter account, you could like once a week you could post like some kind of news item, some links to something. It doesn't have to be anything important, but search engines will notice if the account is active or inactive. So it makes a difference. And then if you have executives that blog, don't have them blog all on the same blog, create individual blogs, and all of them might get listed in the search results. Yeah, and then on the blogs, actually use your company name, for example, in headlines once in a while. So keep in mind that search engine suppression could be used to push down negative search results. Most of the time, it's in reaction to something that already happened. But it's a good idea to create all of these web properties proactively. Like, for example, like divided. They already dominate the first 3 pages. These sites are aged, and the age is an increasingly important factor in search engine rankings. So you might want to, do it anyway. And if you never have any hostile websites or negative customer experiences, that's good. But just in case, you already have the upper hand if you created all of these sites. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I hope that wasn't too much information.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Oh, this mic's not working. That's awesome. It's a lifesaver. All right, so we have time for a couple questions. So, Kim, speak up, please.
I'll stand up so you can hear me. I'm wondering, a lot of times I see the titles where it's like, new or company name underline news.html, or they use underline or dash. Do you prefer the hyphen or do you prefer the underline? Or does it matter?
I prefer the hyphen.
Hyphen.
Yeah.
And if you would like to get a client, go for Cash for Gold, because all the bloggers end up beating the socks off of them on the first page.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Question.
I'll stand too. For sites that have been existing for a while, like a few years, and so they've established some credibility, and then, sometimes the client wants to redesign the site, completely redesign the site, but keep the same domain name. When they do that, do they still get the advantages of being there a long time, or does the redesign, being totally new code, affect Google search?
They still have the benefit of an aged site. For the site itself, but you also want to check that some of the pages might be very competitive and already ranked really high on Google, and you might want to keep them or archive them, or keep those file names. Sometimes I would actually keep the URL, optimize the site, redesign it, but if that particular page ranks for a specific search term really high, change as little as possible. At least keep the URL.
Mm-hmm.
Another question? Yes.
Has the change in the way that Google is giving you your search results with the predictive search, has that changed your strategy at all in terms of SEO?
Yes. I pay more attention to those keywords that come up in the predictive search, like the top ones. And they aren't always, it's interesting, they're not always the ones with the highest search volume. But then on the other hand, you have to keep in mind that search engine users might actually click on them. So yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yes.
Do you have a good tool to use so that when you're doing your keyword research, you can tell the difference between people that are typing in buying terms versus just looking for information terms?
Oh, that's a good question. No, what I do is I look at the purpose of the website. As an information website, I was selling what is the main keyword phrase. independent of whether it's a product or information, and then look at the search volume. And just get the site ranked high for that search, and independent of the fact that people look for information or if they want to buy something. But actually, I have not run into that so far. Where it's like why I had to decide it. It's usually pretty clear cut.
Maybe if there was a tool that monitored your heart rate as you typed, right? Because if you're going to purchase it, it'll just type it. We got time for one more question. Anybody got one more question? For Connie, yes.
You were talking about Wikipedia and not doing Wikipedia because of the negative. Well, I was proposing to a client that, they post their video on YouTube, and they didn't want to do that because on YouTube you can make comments. And they were not going to be, it just wasn't practical for them to be monitoring YouTube for the content, for the comments. And so they decided not to. Is that a valid concern for
But you could disable the comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would take care of it.
Okie dokie. So, Kai has a webinar he's giving at PR News.
Yeah.
PR News webinar in about 15 minutes. So he's going to run. So let's give Kai a big round of applause. Turn that off. We'll turn this one on. So now we're going to go around the room and you can introduce yourself. Make sure to paint the men and women in black. And just real brief, who you are, and how we can help you. We don't have our normal tech people here, so why don't you try that? I'll go turn it down.
Hi, I'm Kevin Gillespie. I'm a communicator. By that I mean, this is way better anyway. I'm a speaker and a coach and a consultant, and I help people build their brand, rebrand, launch new brands, and basically be better at whatever it is they do. Thanks.
I'm Mike Brooks. The company is Import Technologies. We're a new startup in the area, specializing in polymer additives, which improve the performance of plastics in terms of fire retardants and physical properties, and we are a nanomaterial.
Bob Amerigian, Northeast Financial Corporation. I'm an angel capital investor, and I just was interested in some of these search engine capabilities for one of my startup companies.
Co-starts with the Yankees. I'm with Mac Consulting, and we help small businesses become more efficient and improve their bottom line by optimizing the way that they use the resources that they already have available.
I'm Matt Alter. I'm the other half of Mac Consulting. We're really looking for a small business that feels the stress of either they can, owner can ever leave because no one else gets the system, and we can help them establish those policies and those practices that make it a little bit easier for them to do so.
I'm Kim Cachadorian. I'm currently in transition, looking for a marketing position. I'm known as the geeky marketer around town. Also run a blog called jobsin.a2.com where I list different jobs each day that are available in Ann Arbor or within a 1-hour drive. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Jane.
Jane Delancey, Delancey Design, and we help people look good on the web or in print. So if you're happy with the way it looks, your materials look great. If not, give us a call, Delancey Design.
I'm Roger Rayall. Besides videotaping here, I do it for a number of other organizations, and sometimes I get paid for it. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mike Nadow here of Affordable Computers, because a lot of times we don't give him proper credit for donating the loaner computer that you signed in on, all the new people. So Mike's sitting behind me. He'll tell more about that. And of course, next week's the Christmas party, so everybody be here and have a good time.
I'm Mike Creed. I'm retired from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office right now. I do a lot of volunteer work. I'm on 3 nonprofit boards, and I actually do websites for them and also helping them with business development.
I'm Michael Kavicko. I'm a marketing specialist that helps businesses excel in their business development. I came across a situation recently I'd like to bring to everyone's attention. If you have old stock photos on your website, go back and look how long you have purchased and used them. I just got tagged by Masterfile and Corvus and for $88,000. Okay, because we posted some stock photos like 7 years ago. We had used for 2. They're saying for 5 you have to pay. So look at your old stock photos. We didn't pay that.
Gas in the hat.
I'm Matt Tittle. I'm the marketing guy at Geneva, which is an enterprise software company here in town. It's my first time here, and enjoyed the presentations.
Seems as the marketing guys here at this table. My name's Eric Newcatz. I'm a sales and marketing business development professional here, first time.
Hi, Mike Nato, Affordable Computers. Here in town we have offices and showroom over on South Industrial, and we save people money on their IT, technology, assets, and services requirements, and appreciate the kind comments, Roger. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Emily Penix. I work down the street at the Whole Grain Group, and we develop websites in WordPress, which has a lot of these awesome search engine optimization items built in, so we really concentrate on that, and we're building them. And then moving forward, when you add pages and whatnot, it has all those little things built in, like the URLs that reflect the page titles and stuff, so we really concentrate on that, and it's a good presentation. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Susan Hunsberger. I'm a professional organizer. My company is Strategize Organize, LLC. I help people with their paper, things, and space.
I'm Jackie Kilburn. I have a therapy company in Ann Arbor where we work with children and adults with sensory processing issues and other neurological issues, and we also sell products for sensory processing.
I'm Wayne Aker. I'm a web developer specializing in Drupal-based websites.
Hi, I'm Bob Fran. My company's Bob Fran Photography. I do commercial and advertising and a lot of graphics for trade show booths. Thanks.
I'm Grant Heitkamp, digital strategist out in GenX with Derek, and we do all things that Kai talked about today: search optimization, pay-per-click advertising.
Hi, I'm Molly Bergen. I'm an intern at Ingenix, and I'm a senior at Michigan State. Hi, I'm Tiffany Reisner. I'm also from Ingenix. There's 2 really exciting events going on tonight locally. Inform Michigan is having a networking and ice skating party. That's going to be in Detroit, so you can go to informmichigan.org and sign up for that. It's going to be a blast to bring kids. And also, we have the WordPress Ann Arbor going on tonight, which is over at the Working Child Exchange. So our friend Ross will be there, who spoke last week at LA2M. He's a big supporter of LA2M. So come hang out tonight. See ya.
My name is Amanda Ross, and my husband Andy and I have a design firm called Stunning. I was also recently put the position of Director of Marketing at the Ann Arbor Angels. So if anyone has an early stage company or you're interested in getting involved with the Ann Arbor Angels as an investor, please let me know.
Hi, my name is Michelle Helms, and I started my own company, editorial services company this year. It's mpheditorial.com. So if any of you are looking as a writer for a resource, I'd be happy to talk to you. And this was my first meeting. I enjoyed it, learned a lot. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Daniela Mao from Logic Solutions Shanghai office. So that's my first time to come to US to learn more about online marketing from this presentation. We are doing the mobile application and website design, and I'm also a web developer and a graphic designer. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angela Kuyapa. I'm the Marketing Director for Logic Solutions, and we are thrilled to have Danielle here right now. As she said, we do mobile applications and web applications, and the type of applications we're focused on are ones that enhance productivity and efficiency for companies. I also have a client who is looking for a marketing person come January. I'm not sure yet whether this is a full-time or a part-time position, But if you're interested in learning more, please email me. You can either come afterwards and get my card, or go to logicsolutions.com and we have an email address up there.
My name is Linda Garcia, Essence of Life Photography. We focus on weddings and portraits. In transition, marketing manager also. So ramping up my business and looking to see how I can increase my family-run business with search engine optimizings and our website.
Susan DeMario. I work for Blum Roofing Systems. I came to learn about SEO. We are approximately a $25 million company, 100 people strong. We're just right down the road. And I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm looking to hire someone to help me with SEO, editorial writing, and a lot of things. We have done extremely well for 30 years, and now it's time to be proactive. You know, client base of Kohl's and Myers and Lowe's and all of them are great, but we also do a market that a lot of people don't know about. So I'll sit here for a couple minutes or step out. If anyone has a car and they're interested, I'd love to get it from you.
You're going to be everybody's best friend.
And I'm in sales, I know how that is.
I'm Jean Lieberman. Our company is Personalized Productions. We focus on training and consulting related to project management, in particular project management tools, in particular Microsoft Project, Project Server, SharePoint, things like that. We have a class on Saturday up in Lansing. If you have any friends up there or want to travel up there, we're doing cost management using Microsoft Project. We do other things, webinars and consulting and whatever.
Hello, Laura Spensley with Serco Canton, Serco, Washington County, your 24-hour fire and water engagement specialist, and we make your loss like it never even happened.
I feel like I need to do a monologue. I'm Kyle Sue, Ann Arbor Radio, I'm a marketing consultant over there. Ann Arbor's 107.1, W4 Country, which is 102.9. Sports Talk 1050 and Business Talk 1290. If you'd like to talk about how radio can work for you, help build your brand, we talk to this table over here. We have some very satisfied Ann Arbor radio clients.
I'm Ross Johnson with a company called 3.7 Designs, which is a web design company. But I wanted to plug WordPress in Ann Arbor again, so thanks, Tiffany. It is going on tonight, so if you use WordPress or you're interested in WordPress, we're talking about social media and how you can integrate it into your website, in particular WordPress.
I'm Dan O'Neill. I work with a company called Logic by Design, and we build customized WordPress websites.
I'm Denise Kennedy. I do graphic design and maintenance for kinggage.com, and also working on optimization.
I'm John Goss. I'm with King Engineering Corporation, and we're the manufacturer of King Gauge liquid level tank gauging systems. And as Denise said, we're about to undertake an optimization project for our site.
Bob and Karen Hesselberg, and we're grandparents learning all this.
Hi, this is Murthy Guruvatan. I just incorporated a company, Karnaga Systems. I'm trying to go to the clients and improve their process. I know they're doing their system, but sometimes we need a third party come and look at the process and review. I'm trying to use a different techniques like Six Sigma or lean manufacturing. Try to improve like the performance and stuff.
Hi, I'm Carter Sherlin from Print Studios, and I'm a commercial editorial and portrait photographer.
12:59. My name is Derek Maribon, CEO of Ingenix Digital Marketing, and we're looking for companies at 20 million and up that are looking to optimize their online presence, and we can help them. Yeah. And anyways, don't forget about the holiday party. Now, Carolyn wants a count by Friday, so please, this Friday, she really does, so that they know how much food. And believe me, they do a beautiful buffet. It's so nice in here. So please join us, try and buy your tickets, and Dee Davy's going to close the meeting.
Hi, I'm Dee Davy, Creative Ideas Marketing. I'm an independent marketing contractor, and I help overstretched and underworked under-resourced marketing teams get key projects off of their desk without the investment of a full-time resource. And for the last 2.5 years, I've been working with Derek to put together the speaker schedule and program. And other projects are now taking my time, so I'm handing over speaker scheduling. If you have an idea for a topic, a speaker, or you're considering being a speaker yourself, please see Derek. You will still see me around. I will still be supporting Lunch Ann Arbor marketing in many, many ways. And it's my pleasure to just remind you, in case you didn't hear, next Wednesday, 15th of December, it's party time at Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing. See you then.
Thanks.